Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about Dr. Gbolade Ibukun Ejenai. The name Ejenai sounds like a name from the Edo part of Nigeria. Sometimes ago, Dr. Ejenai traveled down to Ukraine to study. While studying, he met a girl and they both fell in love. They were together, and before you know it, they started taking things serious. And everybody felt like, oh, they were going to get married. But one thing you must note in this story is that the lady with the name Victoria Popravko had 2 kids as at the time they met. Now, her dad was alive. So, the dad knew about the guy. The guy would visit the lady would visit the guy. They were dating. But don't forget, like I said, the lady had 2 kids as at then. So one thing led to the other. This guy became a doctor in Ukraine. And, they fell in love. They had plans of getting married or settling down and all. Then over time, one way or the other, the lady got some information about this guy, but this information has not been disclosed. Before I continue, if this is your first time of watching our videos, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, because on this channel we talk about traveling abroad, we talk about travel crime stories, we talk about working abroad, we're talking about internships abroad, we talk about various opportunities that involves people leaving the shores of their country to find greener pastures abroad. And don't forget, we love it when we tell stories, about people traveling abroad, making progress and all. But we also tell stories about some sad events that happened to people when they traveled abroad. Just like that of Dr. Gbolade Ibukun Ejenai, that was killed in Ukraine. It was murdered, in Ukraine. So let's go on. So one day, the lady discovered something which has not been made public till date. On the 8th of August 2019, this lady invited our own doctor, which is Dr. Gbolade Ibukun Ejenai. Gbolade Ibukun sounds Yoruba, Ejenai sounds Edo. So most likely it's from Edo, because some parts of Edo State, those in the Afe mine, those in Isako, Akoko Edo, Onwan West, they are very close to Osun State, Ogun State, Ondo State, and as such, they bear Yoruba names. If you check my name too, I'm also from Edo State. I also bear Ibukun. So that's how it works. So let's go back to the story. On the 8th of August 2019, this guy was invited, and by the lady, and since it was not a new thing, the guy decided to visit her. And on getting there, arguments started. They started arguing. Some are saying, allegedly, that maybe this guy had another girlfriend, maybe he was dating someone else. Some said maybe he had a family in Nigeria before he left. So there are lots of allegations out there about what was happening to Dr. Gbolade Ibukun Ejenai. Some are saying maybe he fell in love with someone else, or he wanted to break up with her. Some even say maybe they had a deal, but we don't know all this. You would have to do your research to know what really transpired between them. But from the information we got, Dr. Ejenai visited Victoria Popravko, that's her name. Something led to the other, and the lady took a knife, stabbed Dr. Ejenai, stabbed him twice, and the stuff punctured his stomach, the abdomen, punctured some other parts of his, internal organs, and he started bleeding. And before you know it, the lady's father got home, witnessed the event. You know what he did? he decided, there was this panic mode. Something happened and everybody got, both of them got panicking, like, oh, you've killed this guy. Why did you kill him? What happened? And, the argument was there, and the father discovered that Dr. Ejenai was not dead. You know what he did? The father went into the house, took an hammer, went straight to the guy, and battered his head with his hammer. Unfortunately for them, if you have been to Ukraine, or you know so much about Ukraine, or you have friends in Ukraine, they have tall buildings, gigantic structures, and most of them are actually, they have a large part of buildings that are glasses, and someone was looking at them from the other side. This is also alleged, because there are two stories to this. If you check some websites, some blogs, they said Dr. Ejenai was later rushed to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, he narrated the story and all. But from the story we got, there was someone looking at them from another building afar off. It was that person that called the police. Police rushed to the house, and they tried to save him. They arrested both the father and the daughter, took them to the station. On getting to the hospital, initially, they attended to him and he was conscious a little bit. Then after like 24 hours, Dr. Ejenai gave up the ghost. He died. Now, one thing you must notice that the other story said, during this course of the 24 hours, Dr. Ejenai, narrated what happened to him. That he was stabbed twice. But one thing is not clear: what actually led to the fight. After that, he also said the father used hammer to hit his head, and he died. So, the key details there is that Dr. Ejenai was stabbed in the abdomen and hit on the head with hammer. So, Popravko and her father are suspects in the case. Then the Nigerian Embassy in Ukraine, as of 2019, was working together with the Ukrainian, government to actually put the culprits behind bar. Although we later heard that after some weeks, the lady in question was released, but we never got report about the father. Do you know why the lady was released? Because like I told you earlier, she had 2 kids, before she met Dr. Ejenai. So the thing is, what could have happened? Why did Victoria Popravko kill Dr. Ejenai? Dr. Ejenai was somebody's son that left the shores of Nigeria for a better life. What could have turned what was meant to be romantic, a nice time together with someone you love, into a situation whereby it was a bloodbath for Dr. Ejenai? One thing we always tell people is this: not all relationships are worth it. If you try to understand your partner, if they are aggressive, they are controlling, you might need to exit. Crime has no color. It has no race. It can happen to anyone. So it is not about Ukraine being bad, or it was not about racism and all. It was just about their personality, humanity. Let's try to put humanity in our heart. Let's try to train our kids not to be aggressive. Let's try to, be diplomatic in our relationships and our dealings. Anybody can fall victim. And as for the blacks, like I said earlier, news carries it that Popravko was released after like 2 weeks. You know why? Because she has 2 kids. Someone has to take care of the kids. What has happened has happened. Life must continue. Don't be a victim. That's one. Number 2, when you travel out, you don't run after skirts. Same thing with the ladies too. you have to be extra careful, even here in Nigeria or whichever country you find yourself. If this is your first time watching our video, please make sure to subscribe. We have more stories like this. If you love this story, please drop a comment. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.